Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the Ordinal space to a freaking T, man. We're all Ordinals all the time. We cover everything. And today we got a market update for you guys. So we got every week we do a weekly update, and every weekend we do a weekend update. And today we got you the weekly update. We got some really, really cool stuff for you guys today. We're gonna talk about the parent-child inscriptions. Just came out today, brand new. We're going to dig deep into that. Of course, we're going to give you guys the Unisat market update. We'll get into the Magic Eden update. We're going to talk about the inscription number. It's about to hit a milestone. And then we have the Ordinal wallet hack. And yeah, we're going to get into it. We got a lot of good stuff. And let me bring in my co-host, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
Not much. The kickoff for the NFL seasons today. That's an exciting thing.
It's 1 hour from right now. Well, you guys would be probably seeing it right at kickoff. So we watched this instead of kickoff. But
yeah. The Ordinal space is, it is doing what for us. I feel like there's not really a week to where we feel like everything is dead, because we're constantly communicating back and forth with builders and all this stuff, community members. So yeah, have we had slow weeks? Sure, but I don't think we've had a week without like at least one interview. So I'm excited right now. It's kind of like the energy's building back up. New stuff's coming out, parent-child inscriptions, stuff that it's like infrastructure is building out, right?
Yep, and it's fun again. I think I love hearing new stuff, man. Like I felt like when the week of Bitcoin was just flat, everything was just so boring, and I feel like there was no new news. That's kind of when like 2 weeks ago, Track kind of got boring, because before that we were having fun with Track. We were minting, Ordify and Ord and all the other tokens, and Build and then Build did their airdrop. So we were really having fun with Tap. Tap kind of, I mean, you really can't do anything without a marketplace, but we got some builders building, and we know there's some real talented people out there working on this stuff. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah. I think that a Tap marketplace is going to come sooner than we think. Possibly a couple of weeks away, maybe, who knows, right? Like, we just know that people are building for trading to be possible. But the excitement is back. People are, talking about new innovations. We had Bison Labs on yesterday, released that video. It was a hit. Jay Lee, shout out to him. That guy's giga brain. I have all the confidence in the world that he's gonna build out what he says he's gonna build out. I actually interacted with the Libre team in DMs. I was granted beta access, and I'll tell you that the trading with the Libra DEX is lightning fast, but it is an ordering book right now. I don't know. I still think that they're going to need to create liquidity pools for mass adoption over there, in my opinion. But yeah, man, a lot of exciting things happening, right? And then you have Tap, and then you have ORC Cash with Sonic, and it's just, you got all those crazy people over in Korea right now getting ready for the Singapore, convention, and yeah, a lot of great stuff, man. Amazing.
Yeah, Ordinal Summit starts, I want to say next week. I think it starts around the 10th, 11th, and 12th, if I'm not correct, but it's around then. And it was funny today. I was in a space, and our guy from Nakib, he's going to be from Ordzard. He's going to be the pickup drop off guy. He's like, I'm picking up Domo. He's like, I'm picking up Surge, or picking up a bunch of other people. So I thought that was pretty funny. He's like, I was going to be driving back and forth to the airport that whole couple days. So that was cool. He's going to be their driver, and he's like, I'm going to make a lot of cool connections. He's really awesome. He's been in a lot of spaces. So that's been really fun to hear, and it's probably one of my favorite projects. I'm really a big fan of Ordzard.
Yeah. Nakib's, man, he's the real deal in terms of just like a genuine dude. I have FOMO right now. I wish I was over there. Maybe we'll be able to catch the next one, but I think there's going to be a lot of good innovation coming out of that. And excited for the next step. Man, everything is just lining up so perfectly for the Bitcoin halving, and Man,
ETFs.
for the people that bailed, I feel sorry for you guys because you're gonna try to come back in when the hype is back and liquidity comes back, but it's gonna be too late. Not too late, possibly. Maybe you could come in, make some money, but
Yeah.
you should have kept with it.
Yeah.
Dedication, commitment.
But I'm not mad at them. I'm kind of glad because it was a lot of the Solana guys came over and they just did what they do on Solana and they just they just rip shit apart. Like they're like they like
scavengers.
Exactly. They just destroy everything. Stay away. There's nothing here. Everything's dead here. Don't look this way. Don't look over here. Everything's dead. We're all playing dead over here until it's time to awake, and then it's going to be like the Michael Jackson video.
Thriller. Yeah.
So.
But I mean, obviously, you got some good people from over there, like Chris and some other people.
Oh yeah,
but
they stayed.
Yeah, but the culture is the culture, right? And you could say the same thing about parts of Ethereum and stuff like that. But either way, like one thing for sure is that like out of all of the spaces right now, Ordinals is the safest. Even though like with like the recent, unfortunate Ordinals wallet hack, I'd rather be over here because I feel more safe being over here rather than just like putting my money into a project. It just felt like like it was so saturated over there. You don't know who the hell is who. Over here, we know everybody, don't we? Like for the most part.
Yeah.
So it's true community, and we're not naive enough, or we're not that naive to think that it's always going to be this great and always going to be this innocent, because it's most likely not. But being here right now in the safe place is, I wouldn't be anywhere else.
I agree, and that's the thing too. I think we're gonna miss these days, dude. And a year from now, we're gonna look back and be like, remember how quiet it was and how nice it was, and just seeing the same people every day in the spaces and having people on with great energy and just being like, things ain't dead. We're gonna miss this.
Yeah.
So I think we definitely appreciate this time, because next year's only going to be wild. It's going to be even wilder in about 18 months. So.
Yeah, for sure. And it's going to be good too, because we're going to grow along with the ordinal space, and there's going to be liquidity flowing in, and it's going to feel good. But at the same time, we might, jump into a space and be like, who are these people? Right.
Who are these people?
And they'll probably know us maybe by then, because they'll just like, if they did any research. But the point is I love, you say it all the time whenever we're in spaces. I heard Leonidas post about it. Look around you right now. Look at the screen names, look at the people, the faces. If you have, if they're on our podcast or another podcast, or their voices, because these are the people that are here when we're not making money. Like we're not, like we might be able to make a little bit here and there, but it's not substantial, right? We're here to build.
It's all PvP.
Yeah, we're here to build. We're here to unite. We're here to make something that was better than what was before. Whether that's Ethereum, whether that's Solana, whether that's Polkadot, whatever whatever it is, right? Yeah.
But a year from now, it's going to be like that South Park, where the one guy. Are you a big South Park guy at all?
Yeah, I was, like, when I was younger, but.
Well, it's like one of the early episodes. I think they're in a bar and the panda bear's in there, and he's like, "Hey, panda bear, we don't like your kind around here." And the other guy's like, "No, Skeeter, he ain't hurt nobody." So next year we're gonna be like, "Hey, Solana boy, we don't like your kind around here."
Yeah, and I do see that happening, actually, just because like. I never ever want to be like a laser eye personality, because I think that it's just it rhymes with douchey, what I mean? And but I think that we will probably have like a sense of pride of being in the ordinal space when it was slower, and like really establishing these relationships, right? And a lot, like I would say like 95% of the community in ordinals is badass, you know what I mean? And there's a 5% that is kind of just, they are who they are, but it's not to the point to where it's affecting the community, and I love it. So Yeah, I think we're all
All
gonna
right.
be blessed and benefit from it. But yeah, let's
I think
get
so
into it.
too. Let's get into it. Let's get into why people actually listen to us. So we got some good stuff for you guys today. So let's get into so we'll get into this first. By the time you guys hear this, or really soon, we're gonna have 30 million inscriptions.
Yay!
30 million inscriptions. I remember I wasn't here early as everyone else, but I got in around 5 million subscriptions, and I thought that was like late. And now we're at 30, and I'm like, holy shit, like
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, for sure. 30 that came quick. I feel like 20 was not long ago, right? 20 million.
It was
And
like 2 or 3 weeks ago, yeah.
yeah, and then now it's starting to like really build up because
Yeah.
why? Builders, right? Builders are building, they're
Yep.
doing stuff. Plus, people are just inscribing collections. People are inscribing
Sats.
yes, and names and like, yeah, the sats, man. That thing's gonna be big, in my opinion. But
You gotta think as like what 1,000 inscriptions a day, right?
yeah,
Sats.
man.
I mean, it has to be. So
Yeah, exactly. And especially for it to mint out. I wonder what it's gonna be like when it mints out fully though, because it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be
yeah,
interesting because if you think about it, when you create like a new token on the Ethereum side, and let's say you have like, I don't know, like 10 trillion supply, that
yeah.
all doesn't get minted out at first, does it?
No, no. I guess right. I'm not sure.
Well, I think you have to, so you create your liquidity,
Yeah,
and then yeah, so I think I think you buy from the liquidity pool, right? Or you buy from Uniswap. Anyways, I don't know if it's
yeah,
all minted out, but like I don't think it is. No, because like whenever you look on like Coin Marketplace, it shows circulating supply and then it
yeah.
shows total.
Which coins are you talking about?
Like for example, if you were to look at I don't want to use Doge because they have unlimited supply, but like
Ethereum, right?
well, Ethereum has unlimited supply too, but it's deflationary
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
So because of the way it works, but like alluvium, right? If you were to like pick
yeah,
alluvium, and it will give you like a circulated supply, and then it will also give you the max supply, right?
Well, yeah,
And
yeah. So what happens with that is they mint them all out, and then they put them in a smart contract, and the smart contract that's what drops every day for like earning for staking or whatever, how they earn their token for liquidity. So I mean, yeah.
so they add the supply into the smart contract, and then people
Yeah.
buy from the smart contract. But would it be
Well,
the
no, they don't
same?
buy from the smart contract. Smart contract gives out for free depending on what you're locking up for it. Like whether if you're locking up a token or locking up
But
something.
what if you're just buying it from like Uniswap?
Well, that's different. Then I need to, when I receive the tokens, I take that and my Ethereum or my USDC and I make a pool. And that's how you buy it. And my pool goes one way or the other. If you buy
Yeah,
too much
but
of this or you buy too much of that.
yeah, but like, oh, you're saying okay, but what how do you like do a full, because this is where I'm having the problem.
Yeah.
Like with what we're doing, we're minting all these tokens out, right? And
Yes.
they're not like one person holding them. It's like
Yeah.
a bunch of people. And I'm not used to that method, right? Like every other method, it's like someone
Yeah.
launches a token and then like people are buying the token from the DEX, but
Yeah.
like they're able to do that because there's a liquidity pool, but like there's always like a circulating supply, and then
Yeah.
there's a max supply, meaning that either like, for example, alluvium has 3.5 million that's circulating. Their max
Yeah.
supply is 9.6 million. Is there 6 million that hasn't been minted yet?
Well, it's minted. It's locked into a smart contract.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. So
Yeah. So that's the
it's
difference between us and them. They have the ability to do that. We don't yet.
okay. Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. That makes sense then. Okay, so then basically the price, because the price works off of supply and demand though, right?
Yes. Yes.
If everything's minted out, then the supply is all out there, even if
Well,
it isn't a smart contract.
well, that's not completely true. Like, say if I'm a whale and I buy up half of the supply, I just sit there and buy half of the supply, and then I lock that into some type of contract, maybe with that using Bison Labs or something, and I can use that to pay out for you locking your, like say I have a lending protocol, right? I can buy half of the sats, lock them up into like a smart contract using Bison, and now I can pay you out as your reward token is sats for you locking your Bitcoin up with me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
someone can still come and do that. Someone can still come buy up half the supply, lock it into a contract on a layer 2, and then still pay you out.
Gotcha. So
You
you
know what I
think
mean?
that
So it's
so
possible.
do you think it still could be like, even though like all the stats will be minted out, you think that there could still be like high volatility?
Well, it depends. Some people think like I think it's just going to be a meme token, but like
I'm saying
for
more
the
like
community,
theoretically, like it doesn't, let's say not stats specifically, but it had the same
yeah.
supply, it was minted out just like how we minted it out. Does it have the chance to have that same volatility that like Doge had? But see, like I don't see that
Well,
because,
there's new Doge every day. That's the
well,
difference.
but also like the supply grew every day, but whenever it got up to that dollar, almost to that dollar amount, the supply was smaller, which less supply, more
Yes.
demand. You
Yeah,
get what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? So that's
I get what you're
where
saying. So you're
that's
saying
where I'm
that
like
like
wondering how these BRC20s are going to act in the secondary markets.
yeah, but they're going to go up a lot higher. Yeah, you're right because there is no new daily supply.
Bitcoin's not fully minted out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there's
You get what
new
I'm
daily
saying?
supply every day. Yeah,
And so that's why I'm like, these are all going to be fully minted out already. So it's just going to be
yeah,
something interesting to see. Obviously, like it's still going to be supply demand. That's going to be a part of the
yeah.
equation. Um, and so we'll see.
And you never know, like some big whale might be accumulated right now, and he might do something cool with the tokens later. It might not just be a meme because now these are actual community tokens because the
Yeah.
community got together and they said we're minting these and we're putting a value on these, and someone's going to buy these, and you know what I mean. So it's just kind of like, and then that kind of is, I mean, just like with our boy Crypto Bro would say, closer to the rock. Sats is one of the closest things to the rock because it's a
Yeah.
BRC20 chain on the rock, which is
Yep.
Bitcoin. So
Yep. I'm gonna put it out there right now. I think Sats is going to be a top 3 BRC20 market cap within the,
yeah,
once it starts trading on like a quick DEX with liquidity
yeah,
pools. Yeah, I'll
Nope.
say that on the show today, September 7th.
Yeah.
That, yeah, but not financial advice for sure.
Yeah. But I am on the other side of that.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, got to remember we are at 77% or something like that. There's 22% that needs to be gobbled up by the people that are here, right? There ain't new people coming in buying this shit right now.
Yeah.
There's no new buyers. All the wallets that is buying the stuff off the markets, they are the people that are already doing it. Their bags are going to get really heavy, and they're going to see the price go up, and they're going to dump on the people who say, "Oh, after mint, I'm going to buy after mint," and they're the ones going to get dumped on. Will be a dump. There will be a huge dump, but then I want to see where it goes from there, and I think we do see more of like an S curve type situation where it's up for a while. We're going to see it like probably half down, and then you're going to might see a really nice upwards. I would love to see. I'm actually excited for the upward movement after the dump. Might be a good time to buy, but there will
Yeah.
be a dump.
Well, let's think about this possibility, right? You don't have to fully mint out to have it create liquidity pools and stuff. Let's just say that like Sats is a
Yeah,
popular token. It's really popular in China, Asia. It's popular here. Let's just say like Bison Labs is like, okay, we're gonna start forming
yeah,
liquidity pools, and Libre does too. Then guess what? The demand goes up now because like people are creating liquidity pools and they're
yeah,
able to trade them out. Secondary market's gonna jump like tremendously because of that demand.
yeah,
And it's not fully minted out. Let's say it's at 83%. It's going to get minted out like that at that point because
yeah,
people are going to be like, oh my God, like I need to mint this now because it's cheaper. I can just,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? So many different scenarios could happen. Um,
yeah.
but like I see where you're coming from.
See,
I'm confident with it though.
I still see it as a meme community token that's going to do nothing. I'd rather put money in VMPX, who has a team built in it, whether that's Libre or Jack Levin's crew. I'd rather put my money in Track, which is going to be the governance token for this amazing protocol called Tap. Like I obviously like Sats could make me some money in the short term, but everything I buy right now, I am trying to keep for the long term, and I want stuff with a team behind it. I want the Bison token when it comes out. I want, it's not. I don't get excited for OXBT that now that it's just a decentralized community token. I don't get excited for the council token now that it's a decentralized community token. I need a token with a team behind it, that the team is going to be showing something with updates and excitement and staking and stuff like that. Like, that's what I need in a token. The memes, the ordies and stuff like that, that doesn't get me, man. I come from a DeFi type thing, and I want to play with the DeFi.
Yeah, so I agree with what you're saying, like 98% of what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I only feel this way about branded tokens.
Okay.
I'm not like this. I do think We's going to do pretty well just because like they have a big community. But
Yeah.
the average meme token, no. I like Pepe and all that shit. I would never like, but like,
Yeah.
I feel a certain way about Ordi. I feel a certain way about Sats. And those two to me, I don't consider them the traditional jokey kind of like meme. I consider them like really early tokens in the BRC20 space that has developed
Yeah.
like this community behind them to where they were like early, and Sats is just it's branded so well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be wrong,
So,
but this is
you're seeing them. I'm sorry, go ahead, finish.
I was just saying my gut is just really, really strong on them.
Yeah. So you're seeing them as foundation tokens to me.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
like,
seeing them as like the bricks underneath the house.
yes,
That's how you kind of see it, and
that's how I see them, and I also
I
see
like that.
and I
Yeah.
also see them as like very recognizable tokens. Like if someone came from somewhere else, it wouldn't take them forever to figure out what they represent, like in terms of
Yeah.
like the name. Sometimes tokens are initially just to be traded, almost like like you said, a foundation or an ecosystem token. I think that's what Sats will
Yeah.
and Ordi will probably develop into. Who knows though? I think there's definitely gonna be a meme side to it, but not the same type of meme that we're used to. I think the meme side that we're gonna see is the zeros, right? Like people are gonna
Yeah.
say, "Oh shit! Like I can make money off of this, a lot of money off of this. There's so many
Yep.
zeros if I get in early." So
Yeah. And yeah, I think that we have similar ways of looking at things, and then we have I think that it's really good combination that we see things a little
Yeah.
differently as well. So we'll see
For sure.
what happens. I mean, only time will tell. So
Yep. All right. So
we got
next, let's get into the parent-child inscription. So this was
Okay.
something that is new to the ordinal space. It's exciting, but also can be a little bit scary a bit. But we'll get into the exciting part because we're still learning about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and present my screen here. Leonidas actually did a great job on kind of breaking down the parent-child inscriptions. Can we see that? I think so. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to read this pretty quickly, but okay. The long-awaited parent-child PR has just merged into the Ordinals protocol. Here's everything you need to know. Until now, the Ordinals protocol lacked a standard for on-chain provenance. This means that we have had to rely on off-chain data and social consensus for determining things like which inscriptions belong in a collection or who the creator of an inscription was. Okay, so for an example like this, like Bitcoin frogs, like there was a social consensus of all these frogs that were inscribed kind of in order that this is the collection that those frogs belong to. And keep reading here. This all changed with the PR pull request, that's developer talk, that was merged into the Ordinals protocol's master branch an hour ago. It introduced a standard for creating parent-child relationships between inscriptions. The way it works is if you own an inscription, you have the ability to create children inscriptions under it, thus making it the parent of those inscriptions. You do this by passing the SAT of the parent inscription along with the child inscription creation transaction. This establishes a trustless relationship that lives on chain and can be viewed by anyone. It is anticipated that the parent-child relationships will primarily be used for establishing on-chain provenance for collections. Going forward, collections will inscribe all of their pieces as children under a single parent inscription. Then the collection creator could burn the parent inscription, for example, by sending it to Satoshi's wallet address, which will then guarantee that no more inscriptions can ever be added to the collection. Okay. So what that means is the original artist that created the parent inscription to create the Bitcoin frogs collection will create the collection as children inscriptions. And the parent inscription will determine that these children inscriptions belong to that Bitcoin frogs collection, right?
Yes.
And let's say they did 10,000. You could technically leave it open and say, maybe I want to inscribe more to this collection. Then you could, and you can inscribe like 2,000 more. You have 12,000 now. But let's say the community is like, no, let's cap it at 10,000. You could burn that parent inscription to Satoshi's wallet. So you can never have access to be able to you lose power basically of adding to that. So I think that's really big because the Ordinals NFT collections needed this. But I think it's cool to own some of the old school ones. You know what I mean? It's like they're considered like they'll be considered kind of like one-offs.
Yeah. Yep. The OGs.
Exactly. So it goes a little bit further. I don't have to share my screen because it's the last part, but it says let's think a little bit bigger. And this part, me and Shizzy kind of still need to get our heads wrapped around it.
Yeah.
What if the child inscriptions could themselves have more children, thus creating a complex hierarchy? For example, an artist could create an inscription representing themselves that could have child inscriptions representing their different collections, that could then have child inscriptions representing the pieces in the collection. Or perhaps with a single collection, you could establish different hierarchies or branches of rarity, which could add a new dimension of collecting. Okay, so I'm starting to understand this a bit more. Parent inscription, you have, let's say you have your top tier child collection here, multiple child inscriptions for the top tier child collection. Then you say, okay, well, this is the value up here is higher. I want to create something that's a little bit cheaper, more affordable. Then you could do that, right? Another child collection underneath that, or do one that's rare with assets or whatever, right? So there's so many possibilities for the collectability side of this.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
And that I'm actually very curious for the future. Like I think obviously when something comes out, the innovation doesn't start for like a month or two. The people really start getting their hands dirty. You know what I mean? So like for instance, when Casey dropped the original Ordinal protocol in December, it took till February to really get things going. And I think we're 2 months away from something really amazing coming through. And there is some backdoor loopholes that we really haven't mentioned and we won't get into right now. I definitely want to get a dev on. Maybe we'll get Benny on or something to kind of explain that there is a few backdoors potential because the it's out there, but there's no tools to see what is inside of these parent-child inscriptions. So that was my first take, but like nothing's built right now. So this is just something that will get built, but I kind of want to stay away from this. I wouldn't be investing in anything brand new until we get a kind of hold on what's coming. And like I said, I think we're 2 months away from this stuff really, really being cool and having the tools built around it.
Yeah, and one last part at the bottom of that whole post, Leonidas mentioned we will be adding support for viewing parent-child relationships between inscriptions at or.io very soon. So we probably
that's the part that I was a little worried about.
We'll probably expect that. I would say like in the next week or two, because that they know that needs to happen before all these founders start doing this. So.
Okay, I definitely didn't know that was in there, and that makes me feel better. So,
yep. All right, what is next on the agenda?
Pop this guy in real quick.
I was about to say.
Were you really?
Yeah,
that's cool. Breaking Ethereum 10K PFP collection. On-chain monkeys is migrating the entire collection to Bitcoin. This is the first one, and it will not be the last. We're going to see this happening a lot. They're going to be coming from Solana. They're going to be coming from Ethereum. They're going to be coming from Arbitrum. They're going to be coming from all over the place to come here to Bitcoin to be closer to the rock.
Yep. Not too shocked. We have huge. OCM has huge Ordinals advocates, right? Like Danny, he's obviously like a great educator of Bitcoin and Ordinals in the space. So I'm not surprised with this. I feel like On-Chain Monkey has been about Ordinals, really, right? They've been on the train. You know who I like me personally from a business perspective. I would think like if I was a NFT project that launched on like Arbitrum or Chronos or like AVAX or even Phantom, and
Yeah,
those are the chains I would try to come over here. You know what
right
I
away.
mean? If you have solid actual like solid community, solid backing,
Yeah,
because like the Ethereum communities, like Ethereum has value to offer, right? Like I feel like a lot of these smaller chains, when it comes to NFTs, I don't see their markets really gonna be too. Solana's one that can compete, right? I feel like they definitely can, but yeah, so that's something that like I don't know. I just think like from a business mindset, I
yeah.
would think I would
Well,
see more of that.
our inscriptions, our ordinals are on chain. Their inscriptions are off chain.
IPF,
Their
yeah,
inscriptions are AWS. Their inscriptions are ran through the cloud. It can be changed, just like
yeah,
we seen before with the goblins changing their thing to the middle finger. You
yep,
can't do that over here, and especially now with this parent-child stuff, where you can burn the parent and you can't change anything. You
yeah,
know, so
yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. There's a couple collections like I remember on Chronos that I think would do okay over here, but
yeah.
we'll see.
Let's
We'll
reach
see.
out, man. Let's reach out. Let's get them over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, there's a few like Phantom collections I was really a fan of, and I'm actually gonna reach out and see, hey, like, is there any advice I can give you guys to come over here, get you guys in touch with the right people? You know, so and
yeah,
that's something we can do because we do have these connections now with really really smart people like Benny and like everyone else, and Sonic and stuff like that who can really help these guys. And I think gotta get everything. I said it too many times already, but everything closer to the rock, which is Bitcoin.
yeah, for sure, man. 100%. 100%. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. What else we got here? This one right here. So unfortunately,
Mm.
this was the elephant in the
Can't have all
room.
yeah. Can't have all good news, right?
Yeah, yeah, and like from the most part that I've seen, from the founders like Elon Moist and I think Randy's the other
Yeah,
founder for Ordinals Wallet. Like I've only seen like positive things from those guys, but like I don't know, maybe I haven't
yeah.
interacted with them as much. But like I think that
Well, for
I was
for
gonna.
people just listening, it's Ordinal's wallet was hacked. Just for the people that are listening on Spotify and Apple stuff. Go ahead. I didn't mean to
Yeah,
cut you
yeah,
off.
yeah. No, no. Yep. So it was hacked, and then they fronted and acted like they were doing the council mint, right? So it was obviously a malicious link. But yeah, so back to what I was saying is that like I think we got to understand that like these guys are human. Humans make mistakes. Whether that is not, shoring up your security or whatever happened with that, right? But you know, uh, like I said, I haven't heard or seen or read anything coming from those guys in terms of being like malicious or anything. So I don't know. I think like yes, it sucks. It's unfortunate, and I would be upset
Yeah,
if I was the Ordinal Council. But at the same time, I think that we got to try to extend some grace here, maybe, and that's maybe just me, my perspective on it. And I'm also not the one that got burnt, right? So
yeah,
like it's easy for me to say this, but at the same time, like the ordinal space has this uniqueness of positivity about it, and I think this could be a good opportunity to really kind of extend some grace to those founders and just let them know, hey, this needs to be taken care of, though. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But that's just my take on it. What do you think?
I think because Serge from the council was really pissed off today. And I think he's every right to. I mean, his communities that got burned, the people that were coming out, and they were, that's my thing was it came out yesterday. I saw it on there and I was like, wait, the public mint is until the 7th. Why is this here? I didn't think anything of it. I just thought maybe they did it early, and then find out today that it was actually a hack, and I almost did it. But I just wasn't happy with the price of the ordinals. They were just too expensive. And for
So
me,
you almost got one.
I did. If the price was reasonable, and I don't think the price of the ordinal council is reasonable for right now in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
bear
yeah.
market that we're in. It's just not a reasonable price. I probably would have purchased one, but but I just see I'm going to be able to get them a lot cheaper in a few weeks on the open market. So,
gotcha.
but thank you for overpricing that, Serge. Appreciate that. Because otherwise, I would have probably got hacked.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But so overall, what do you think about like the security and all that stuff? And how should they? How do you view Ordinal's wallet
I won't ever mint anything from there ever again.
because of
That's
that?
just my personal view. Yeah, I just feel like it's like going into a bank that was robbed. And you're like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, their security is going to be better for the next time, and maybe I'm wrong, but I won't mint over there anymore. I'll go somewhere else, and I'm sure there's founders and people are going to put out projects on the same thing. I really hope this isn't a death cross for them, but
Yeah.
we're so early in a bear market, and you can't let this type of stuff happen right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think like a lot of these different takes are fair takes. Yeah, me too, man. Like I hope they don't like fall apart from this. I used Ordinal's wallet honestly to see what my balance was in my wallet because I could just go to it, click on it, and
Yeah,
just show me how much I had. It's like in dollar amount,
yeah,
But it was one of the first platforms that like I saw besides Unisat.
yep, yep.
I like the people over there, and
We used
so
it on our very first update.
yeah, and I think I've bought in a couple of things from the secondary
Yeah,
market there. So I mean, good luck to the Ordinals wallet. Hope they bounce back
yeah,
strong.
I agree. I agree. And I think it would definitely help too if they doxed a little bit too. If Elon Moist came out and said that he wasn't so moist through Elon. So, but I think for that type of situation, I think you have to come out now and really get serious with things. And because it's a serious situation, people lost money in a bear market, and it sucks.
Yeah, and being a marketing major and being that in my career, like one of the things that you learn in PR class in college is that like the first thing you gotta do is you gotta own up to it, right?
Yeah.
And so
Have they?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything, but like that's something that like even me, like when I work with clients, like in my IRL job, right? It's
Yeah.
like if I mess up something, I always own up to it, and like it's almost kind of like their anger that was just so like overwhelming, just kind of just it dissipates whenever
Yeah.
you do that because it's like they're like, oh, because like what can they say? It's like, yeah, you fucked up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. But like I think that's really important. So we'll see
I
if that
agree.
happens.
All right. So I think that's all of everything we have besides our updates, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Let's
Let's
jump
jump into them.
into it. All right, let me see here. For some reason, it's not okay. So BRC20, we'll start off there. Bam, bam, bam. So of course, guess who's number one?
The Sats.
Sats is number one again, but it's down 18.7%. You can get 200 billion Sats for $1,700, 100 billion for 850. This was closer to 1,000, I would say,
Yeah.
2 days ago, but still 850 is still pretty good. Let's see how far along Sats is minted out. I want to say 77% was the last time. Yeah, 77%. We're moving along there. Let's go back to BRC20. So Ordi is number two. Number two is sitting at $3.56. Yep, up 4.62%. OXBT. So there's been some life re-injected into OXBT.
Yeah.
People are definitely swing trading it. They'll get. I think some people got it at like 66 sats, and then it got all the way up to right under 100. I want to say 96. It never got
33 for a while too.
Oh yeah. You could have got it really cheap, but it never got past 100. But still, it's kind of ranging now between the 79 and 90 range. So we're at 81. It's up 2.53%. Oshi comes in at number 4. It's up 5.84%, sitting at $759.
Oh, real quick,
BTC, what's up?
go back to Oshi. So on Oshi, so I don't know, man. These guys over on Oshi, like I like them. You know what I mean? Like I'm a big fan of what they do. But they keep coming out with things all week. He said something about track, and it made me bullish. When a competitor comes out and tries to bash the track holders and the bitmap holders, that makes me bullish on whatever they're doing, because that's competition, and that means they're scared. He's not saying anything about Osh Cash or anything else, or a layer two. They coming at that track because they're to me that they're afraid of track, but that's just my opinion. And like I don't know what their marketing thing is going on over there. They keep coming out and say, well, boss doesn't exist, but this is what we're building. Oh yeah, but boss doesn't exist. That's not good. It's not good as a marketer. Is that a good marketing scheme?
It's really more about kind of getting the interaction, right? It's like it's any interaction is good interaction, but
Yeah,
like there's a line with that, right? Because like if you start offending communities, or I don't know, maybe offending is the wrong word, but like
yeah,
pissing off communities, maybe that's better. Then you start to cut out a part of your market, right? And I think that that's not necessarily the smartest take. I will say though that you know, I saw a recent post from Archimedes saying that like he's starting to come around to bitmap in terms of theory wise.
yeah,
You know how the theory makes sense in terms of the blocks and you know how it relates to your bitmap and everything like that.
yeah.
Also, digital I can't talk today. Digital matter theory has
Theory.
been a hot topic lately, right? So I
Yeah,
think he dove into that possibly, and I know the block runner has. They're really trying to get that um, theory kind of across the ordinal space. It makes
sure.
sense to me. Like I like the theory because there's so much you can build from it.
Yeah,
Right. So yeah. So I mean, Oshi is or you know the ord is the ord. You know they're gonna do things that the way that they want to do. That it's been like
yeah,
that since day one. I mean, you can't knock them for being who they are since day one, because like that was
yeah.
one of the big reasons that you weren't too crazy about them was
100%.
the discord and
100%.
how
Yep.
they acted. So I think really at
No.
the end of the day is, are they going to build this boss standard?
Yeah.
We'll see.
See, and they can take my opinion the way they want. They can just like say I'm an asshole, but I just want to see something before you like. If Boss is amazing and it's the best, go ahead, talk shit on your competitors, right? But have a product, have something that's better than the competition, right?
Yeah.
And we don't have anything. We haven't seen anything but freaking white papers. Like
Yeah.
let's be. I don't know. And I'm still in the camp of let's not builder bash. Like when he's saying these things
I
about
think
about
that's
the
the
stuff,
biggest
it's
thing that
builder
you
bashing.
have. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing that irks you is,
Yeah,
and being in the positions that we're in right now, like what we
yeah,
do on a daily basis, right? It does bother us because we have relationships on both sides, right? Like
yeah.
so, and on every front. And so for us, we want to see this ecosystem thrive, right?
Yes.
Not cannibalize, right?
Exactly,
So
exactly. That's exactly my point. Like, if you guys want to do something later, that's fine. We're in infancy, and it's not fair to like throw shade at each other. And I'm sure that's the thing. That's the thing. If they reached out to Benny, he'd probably freaking help them. If they reached out to Sonic, they'd probably help them. And I think we should right now. And they're probably saying we don't need no one's help. We can do it ourselves and stuff like that. But that's an Ethereum thing. It's not here. We're a community of people all trying to build something special. It doesn't matter who the fuck builds it. But
yeah,
that's just,
yeah, yeah. I can understand that for sure.
but yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Let's get
No,
back to
you're
it.
good. BTCS is down 2.51%. This is another one that kind of falls into those tokens that you
Yep.
are like a little bit weary about, right? But they do have a Chinese community that's pretty strong behind them. Swap. So I haven't really seen Swap.
200%.
I haven't seen Swap in this area for a while, but they're up 197 so percent, 197%. Definitely a good day for them. Dozy's been in the top 24 the past like month,
Yeah.
man. So they're up 4.82%. Track is down 6.55%, sitting at
Yep.
27 cents. What do you think about that? What do you think's going on with track right now?
It's just like I said before earlier. Tap's quiet. Tap's boring. This is a PvP type of trading market right now. It's just people buying and selling and stuff. So people are taking profit, putting in other things. I think a lot of the track money that was in track is now sitting in sats. And I think once the mint out happens and the dump happens, you're going to see track and these other tokens really start going. Like a lot of the money that was in the council is now in sats. A lot of the money that was in OXBT is now in
Oshi
sats.
too.
And a lot of money that was Oshi now that's in sats. It's all they all go to the fastest horse in the race, and right now that is sats. But I'm not worried. I'm buying. I sniped some at 24 cents today. Someone put a bunch up at 24 cents, and I jumped the floor. So I was definitely happy about that, and I'll do it again. And I have sitting with pretty good amount of Bitcoin that I'm willing to anything under 25 cents. I'm jumping at. And as we get closer and closer to the sats min out, I'm going to get closer and closer to filling my bags up to completion.
All right. Yeah. I mean, we know what track is about. And so, trying to,
I mean, it's the governance looking for the tap protocol.
Yeah.
Like it's so much utility, but he's going to lock it up and potentially get, and the tap token could be the liquidity token for locking your track up. Like there's so many possibilities. We don't, no idea. This is just me thinking out loud. Benny has not said anything about the tap token whatsoever, but it is locked up in that wallet, in the tap wallet. So there's definitely possibilities what could happen. And I'm just a huge fan of Benny, and that might be pushing me towards being a track fanatic. So just take what I say with a grain of salt, because I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm bullish on the future of track for sure. Buffy is up 13.57%. This one is definitely a meme coin from the Zen developers, Jack Levin and Sinzu.
Yeah.
Council is down 17.76%. Not sure if that had to do with today, but also the snapshot is over, so that could be part of it. They're sitting at $136.
Wow.
Yeah. X is back in the top 25. They're even though. Yari is even. They're number 12. Bits. I'm not too sure what Bits is, but they are up 0.1%, so not really anything. ORMM, they are up 13.33%, sitting at number 14. Zing is back in the top 25. So Zing is another meme that was, I think it was deployed on a uncommon sat, I believe.
Yeah.
So that was the deal with Zing. Bank is back in the top 25. So this is supposed to be like a Bitcoin bank. So down 7.91%. Moon is up 11%. Pepe is even. VMPX is down 4.26%, but that's a little bit. They're still sitting at 225 sats, so I feel like they're pretty healthy, really. And then they got the bridge with Libre, and I think that VMPX is definitely has a bright future.
What's the number amount for that?
Let's see, 6 cents.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that. I bought some more at 4 cents, and I bought some more at 5 cents, and I'll probably buy some more at 6 cents. Like I said before, Track and VMPX are my top two tokens right now.
Yeah, so I definitely have my stash away, my no touch wallet, with both of those in there. So XBTC, another play off of BTC, they're up 5.38%. D-Lord, I know what this is. Whoa, goodness, why can't I remember right now?
Didn't that drop today?
Let's see. Give me 1 second, because I want to figure out what this is.
Yeah, I'll just continue this for you.
Downgrades.
MXRC. It's downgrades.
Yeah, downgrades. Yeah, MXRC up 5.276. Yeah, there's no project that I'm seeing behind it.
Okay.
Yeah. Up 5.27%, and then Texo is even at number 23. So yeah, I mean, it's some of these, which like that when they first launched, when BRC20 launched, was like Bank was crazy, Zing was going crazy. So like we still like once the Ordinal bull market comes back, a lot of these will probably jump back up like crazy, right? Don't you think?
For sure. Yep. You know what I was thinking today too? Like, what's going to happen when Tap's Marketplace is going on? Our updates are going to be so long. We're going to have to go to Osh. We're going to have to go to Bison. We're going to have to go to.
Well, I think we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to do top tens.
Yeah.
You know, so we're gonna have to do top 10 in volume, and then that's it. You know, if there's gonna be multiple marketplaces, but that's the BRC20 market update, weekly market update.
And then I will bring you guys the Magic Eden market update for the Ordinals. Let me give us a quick refresh because it hasn't been refreshed in about 30 minutes. We have to get you guys the most freshest stuff here. All right, so we got Ordinal Maxi Biz still sitting in that 1% one spot, and I am on the 7-day. If anybody is curious, Ordinal Maxi Biz sitting at 0.255. This is up about 0.05 for the week. We got Bitmap sitting at 0.000337. That's sitting about flat from where it was last week. This has been hovering around that 3, the high 2s, the low 3 marks. Bit Apes from Bored Ape Yacht Club members. There's rumors that potentially, and this is just what I heard from spaces that I was in that from these guys, that Yuga Labs might be buying some of the apes, kind of, and then adopting them. It could be complete bullshit, but that's just what they're saying from their Discord. And as I got that regurgitated in spaces, but that's definitely a possibility. And we got the Bitcoin Frog sitting at 0.026. This is the highest we've seen these guys in a while. Why do you think they are up this high?
I mean, I think they're just they're one of the traditional ordinals, right? And so like I feel like they will always have their place, man. Like, no, you had the leader of the swamp, you know who that is, right?
Yeah.
And Jake was the other co-host or whatever, and they left, and there was a little bit of a dent in price. And guess what? It's going to go up and down because it's a staple.
Yep. It'll always be here. Frogs ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
And then we have Oracles 0.039.
I want one so bad, bro. I love the art on these, bro.
Obviously recursion. There's no other way.
Well, and it's not just that. It's like, I mean, look at the sats too, man. Like they're hitting all the sats with like the Nakamoto, the first transaction, the block 9, everything. The only thing that's missing is the palindrome. Yeah, I just love the theme. I love the art, but they're pricey. Yeah. They're pricey, you know.
I'm gonna reach out to these guys, get them on the show, at least the artist, if we can hear some stuff about these, because I really like this art, man. It's awesome. But 0.039, that's pretty steep.
Yeah, I think they did there was a collection of artists that did this.
Did they?
Okay. I believe so. Yeah, it'd be really good to get them on. I just love this collection so much, man. Yeah. But it's just out of my price range right now.
Ordinal Punks sitting at 1.75. It's been hanging around here for the longest time. I think this is the most consistent of them. They haven't really floored at all. Osh sitting at 0.003. These guys got down to about 0.024 during the week. I picked up another one. I'm a huge fan of what Sonic is building, and this is the first token. There is another token on the market from these guys. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's Ordi. Osh Cash.
Oh yeah. It's actually on. It's on. Yeah, I was about to say it's on there. I think you have to. Is that it? No. I think just scroll down to.
Yeah, I got it.
Found it. Yeah.
0.00223. So this is they're sitting right near each other. This is Sonic actually talk to us about this. He said just be careful of the amounts when buying because some of the amounts are different.
Yeah.
So these all look pretty clean though. Not worried about it. But yeah, so
you know how like Sonic was telling us that if you had minted the BRC version, a BRC20 version of Ordi or anything, that you'll get a cash balance of it. I wonder if that's what that is.
Possibly.
You know, because
yeah.
So
yeah, I mean it's probably the same people, and they're selling their free airdrop, so it can't beat that. But I do see that dropping a little bit more. It was about 0.027 the first time I seen it, and this is the second time I seen it at 0.0023. So I'll probably be purchasing some of that just because I have Tap, I have BRC20s, and I want some Osh cash type of stuff or Orc cash type of stuff. Sorry. We have Bitcoin Bandit sitting at 0.11. And we have the Bitcoin Toad sitting at 0.102. Club Bazaar, this is new to me, sitting at 0.003. And then we have the Zen Knights from Jack Levin and team over there. They actually had a sale this week. That is why it is sitting here. I'm going to really quickly jump over to the 24-hour and see if there's anything in here that is different. Hoping to see. Oh, there he is. Nocturnal Maxis.
They're back in.
We had they're 0.015 now. They were all the way down to 0.011. They did have a good spaces today. I listened to my drive home from work. So that is that's good for them. I'm glad because I'm a big fan of what they are building over there. And it was a free mint, so you can't beat that. You gotta love free mints.
Yeah.
Low Peepos.
What's Low Peepos?
This thing has been all over the place. 0.06. I'm pretty sure they were at 1 last time we looked at them.
No, I think you're getting that mixed up with inscribed Pepes.
Okay. Oh yeah, I am. You're right.
They kind of look similar, but the inscribed Pepes, have they always been that high? They're at 1.72.
Yeah, they were at 1 for a while, and they popped up. Over the last hour, there's only been a few sales, and Frogs was one of them, and Bitmaps and Doge Punks. Let's look in the 6 hour. Nothing new. Nothing new, really. Yeah. So I think that's your. Oh, I didn't even look into the bitmaps for you guys. We'll jump into them. Go to this guy and categories. So if you wanted a 1-digit bitmap, you're out of luck. If you wanted a 2-digit bitmap, you're paying 0.15. If you wanted a 3-digit bitmap, you're paying 0.26. If you wanted a 4-digit bitmap, you're paying around 0.0053. That is nice right there. And if you wanted a 5-digit bitmap, you'll be paying 0.004, which is about 25%, 18% higher than the floor. So that actually is still a good buy, in my opinion, not financial advice. But yes, I don't know. I always like saying that. You want a 1-digit, you're out of luck, or you ain't getting it. It's fun.
Yeah. What do those Ordinals look like?
Yeah, let's get into that. It's a new collection. Whoa, it's pretty cool. 0.015. I don't know I'd rather buy a Maxi over this, a Nocturnal Maxi. They look pretty cool though.
Let me see.
Kind of look like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
A little bit. Yeah. I just get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle vibe. I did just watch that with my son though, so that could be why. But all right. Yes, let me end my screen here. All right, man. So we got a busy. Let's talk about what's going on with us tomorrow night.
Yeah. So tomorrow we are doing a really cool event on bitmap.rcsv.io, which is the recursive verse bitmap world website. We're gonna host. It's gonna be like a spaces type of experiment. We ran a competition which still runs until 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, and then the cutoff is there. All you have to do is tag 3 of your friends. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow the Ordinal Revolution Twitter account, and make sure you follow the recursive reverse Twitter account. All the instructions are on the post. And then I think that's it, right? And then and drop your Ordinal address in the comment. There's a lot of people that have already kind of jumped into that. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go into the world. You do have to log in with your wallet. And then once you log in with your wallet, and I believe they support Unisat, Hero Wallet, and I think that's it, maybe, or Xverse maybe as well.
Do they have Xverse? Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But we're going to go into this little space. You're going to have a little avatar guy that looks like Santa's little helper. And it holds up to 1,000 people. We're just going to, go in there and talk about Ordinals, man. We have some speakers. Maddie versus is going to be there. We have Kimmy, of course. He's going to co-host with us. Recursive Jeffrey from Recursive Verse. We're going to see some updates supposedly. So tomorrow should be really, really fun time. We don't know what to expect. This is the first time I'm doing it, right? So it's something that's fun that we're trying to get, trying to try out and see if it's something maybe we want to continue doing.
Yeah. So. And guys, it could be a complete shit show, but it could be really fun. And on the other hand, it could be fucking amazing. We just don't know. We won't find out till tomorrow. And I have high hopes for it. And if not, the worst comes to worst, it's going to be fun as hell. So
yeah, exactly. That's what this space is about right now. We're just like having fun, innovating, and this is new. So
yep.
We're gonna try that.
Yep. And we had a big week, guys. You guys have been flowing in with the subs, man. The likes have been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing. We really appreciate you all. Every single view, every single listen means so much to us. We do this. We do this for you guys. We have no income from this. We don't want no income from this. We just want to maybe in the future just be be on a big deeper in this space, real deep in this space. We want to be the space, and hopefully you guys too. And that's why I'm always so crazy about getting good people on the show to hear their backgrounds and stuff like that, because we need the space is pure, it's innocent, it's tiny, and to me it's absolutely amazing, and we appreciate you guys for listening.
Yep, we appreciate it. Make sure you sub, hit them likes.
Thanks, guys. And I will have everything you guys need for tomorrow in the notes. The notes are probably going to be really long tonight or for this show, but just you'll find it. It'll be a big section, and I'll have it linked to everything you guys need to be with us tomorrow.
Yeah, and then on our Twitter account too. So follow.
I'm gonna have that whole tweet inside there, but then go to our Twitter account to put your Bitcoin address in there, because you will need it in there to match the Bitcoin address that you're using for the wallet that you're using for the show, for the actual spaces tomorrow. So I think I just confused the fuck out of everyone. Sorry.
No, you're good. They're going to look on our Twitter space and the YouTube, so it's okay.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Peace out.